What an amazingly beautiful morning. We are standing at the iconic Tower of David Museum with my friend and colleague Caroline Shapiro, who is the Director of International Public Relations at the museum here, which is so central to the history of this city. So Caroline, tell me, give me one thing that a visitor to Jerusalem should come and see at this museum.
Well, they should come and see the Citadel. How about that? I mean, it is really a national heritage. It's a treasure. We have here in our grounds the history of Jerusalem. If we're talking about Jerusalem being 3,000 years old, we have here really 2,800 years of that time period. And every stone tells a story. And I think that's what's so unique here about the Tower of David is you can literally walk through the layers of Jerusalem's history. So one treasure is simply coming to the Citadel. Right. We're standing here surrounded by the stones of the walls. They were built in the Ottoman Empire at the beginning, Suleiman the Magnificent. But we're standing next to walls that were also built by the Crusaders 1,000 years ago, by towers built by King Herod 2,000 years ago, by walls that were built by the Hasmoneans, Maccabee, the story of Hanukkah, more than 2,000 years ago. So we really have the history of Jerusalem right here at the entrance to the Jaffa Gate.
It's so amazing, and you get this beautiful view, and you can see the new city, the old city. It really gives you all of Jerusalem in a nutshell. So.
Well, that's it. It's a bridge between the old city, the new city, just where we're located. On one side of us is the old city and all its beauty, and on the western side, we've got, the excitement of the new city. So it's between east and west, old and new. It's a bridge and a gateway to Jerusalem.
So basically, this should be one of your first stops when you come to Jerusalem. You get the whole feeling.
Well, you
for
can
what's going
come in
on.
and you can learn about the history of Jerusalem from here, and so and then you can go out into the old city and explore for yourself. And of course, we've really got the best panoramic view from the top of the Fazl Tower.
That looks exciting.
And you can see
and kids love it.
Everything. Well, it's a real castle for any child to come here. There are secret passageways that you can explore. Yeah.
Amazing. So we will give some information about the museum and have people come and visit here.
Fantastic. We'd love that.
This practice will focus on heart openers. Let's go into the studio to begin. It would be great if you have blocks, some thick hardcover books or shoe boxes, and a strap or scarf. Let's start with a heart opener on blocks. Put a block lengthwise under your shoulder blades and another under your head. They can be any height that feels comfortable to you, and you can adjust them as you sink deeper into the posture. Breathe into your stomach, let it expand. Then into your heart, let your shoulder blades hug the block. Breathe into your throat and up to your third eye. Once there, hold your breath for a count of 5 and let it out slowly through your nose, retracing the inhalation route. When you've expelled all of the air, contract your pelvic floor so that you reach a state of emptiness. Take another count of 5. Release your pelvic floor and inhale. Come onto your side and remove the blocks, and then come to sit. Take your strap or scarf and hold it in front of you a little wider than shoulder width. Then lift your arms and bring the strap behind your back, and then back to the front 5 times. If you need more room, widen your grip on the strap. Lift your left arm in the air and drop it between your shoulder blades. Lightly push your elbow down with the opposite hand, creating a box around your head. Bring your right arm behind your back to grasp your left hand. If your hands don't touch, grab a strap or your shirt. And then fold forward. Come back up. Switch arms. Bring your left hand behind your back to grasp your right hand and fold forward. Bring your arms above your head, interlace your fingers, stretch to the left and then to the right. Set your left forearm on the floor and stretch over it, and then to the right, shoulder on top of shoulder. Come back to center and then to tabletop. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders and knees under hips. Deep inhale, drop your stomach, lift your head to cow. Then exhale, roll your shoulders, chin to throat, cat. Let's do cat and cow a few times, inhaling and exhaling. Ground your toes and come into down dog. Spread all 10 fingers on the ground, eyes of your elbows facing in, and start pedaling your legs. Bend your right knee, reach your left knee heel to the floor, and then bend your left knee and reach your right heel to the ground. Then take a deep bend in both knees, chest to thighs, lift your glutes high in the air, and slowly walk your feet to the edges of your mat and reach your head deep toward your legs. Bring your legs to the center and float a plank. Cross your right ankle over your left. Bend your elbows, straighten. Down dog. Spread all 10 fingers on the ground, eyes of your elbows facing in, and start pedaling your legs. Bend your right knee, reach your left knee heel to the floor, and then bend your left knee and reach your right heel to the ground. And slowly walk your feet to the edges of your mat and reach your head deep toward your legs. Bring your legs to the center and float a plank. Cross your left ankle over your right. Bend your elbows, straighten, down dog. Then take a deep bend in your knees. Look toward your hands and hop to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold, and rise vertebrae after vertebrae, arms up. Encircle your left wrist with your right hand and lean to the left. Reverse grip and lean to the right. And once again in each direction. Then interlace your fingers behind your back. Big stretch back and down, and hands to heart. Let's start Sun Salutation A at the top of the mat. Big breath in and reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. And then slowly lower your knees, chest, chin to the floor, and leave your glutes up in the air for a moment. Feel the release in your lower back. And come down to your stomach, roll your shoulders, come to cobra, and roll back to down dog. And walk your feet slowly toward your hands. half rise, fold, and hands above your head and to your heart. Let's take Sun Salutation A up a notch. Inhale, fold, inhale, half lift, exhale and fold. This time jump back to plank, chaturanga, up dog, and roll to down dog. Bend your knees and look toward your hands and hop to a forward fold. Inhale, half lift, exhale and fold, and rise vertebrae after vertebrae, arms up and hands to your heart. Now let's come back to down dog. Lift your left leg, bend your knee, and open your hips to the left, your left foot reaching toward your right glute. Extend leg and come to a high crescent lunge. Interlace your fingers, point your forefingers out and draw a line across the ceiling. Bring your right hand to the ground and twist toward your bent leg, left arm up. Then bring your left arm to the ground, step back into Wild Thing. Left hand up and possibly to your heart. Hand back and spin to three-legged dog. Roll to plank, chaturanga, stomach to the floor, and seal pose. Roll your shoulders back and bend your knees, toes to head. And come back to down dog. This time lift your right leg. Bend your knee, open your hips to the right, right foot to your left glute. Then extend your leg back and step it forward to high crescent. Interlace your fingers, point your forefingers out and draw a line across the ceiling, arms behind your ears. Then bring your left hand to the floor and twist toward your bent leg, right arm up and then to the ground. Step your front foot over your back leg, Wild Thing. Right hand up and possibly to your heart and push open. Hand back up, spin to three-legged dog, down dog, roll forward to plank, chaturanga, stomach to the floor, and seal pose. And then come back to down dog. Take a moment to breathe here. And then lift your left leg, bend your knee, and open your hips to the left. Extend your left leg back, hip bones squared, and bring your foot forward to high crescent lunge. Frame your foot and chaturanga, bringing your stomach to the floor. Now bend your left knee and step over your right to a seated tree position. Left foot toward right thigh, and then roll onto your left knee, gate pose, right arm up and possibly to your heart. Come back to sit and roll back to your stomach. Seal and down dog. Now lift your right leg, bend your knee and open your hips to the right, extend your leg, bring your foot forward to high crescent lunge. Frame your foot, chaturanga to the floor. This time bend your right leg and step over left to a seated tree position. And then roll onto your right knee, gate pose. Left arm up and to your heart. Come back to sit. Roll back to your stomach. Seal and down dog. And last time, lift your left leg, bend your knee, open your hips, extend back, and step forward to high crescent lunge. Interlace your fingers behind your back this time and open your heart. Deep inhale and then fold forward to humble warrior, shoulder to knee, and rise. Bring your arms above your head. Cross your left elbow into your right to eagle and wrap your right knee over your left. See if you can wrap your right ankle around your left shin. When you find balance, try sitting, and then unwind your arms and legs and step your right leg back. Frame your front foot, step back to plank, chaturanga, seal, and down dog. This time, lift your right leg and walk it straight forward to crescent lunge. Interlace your fingers behind your back and open your heart. Take a deep inhale and then fold forward to humble warrior, shoulder to knee, and rise. Bring your arms above your head. Then cross your right elbow into your elbow to eagle and wrap your left knee over your right. See if you can wrap your left ankle around your right shin. When you find balance, try sitting. Then unwind your arms and legs and step your left leg back. Frame your front foot. Step back to plank, chaturanga, seal, and down dog. Now bend your knees, look toward your hands and hop to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, and rise vertebrae after vertebrae, arms in the air and hands to your heart. Our peak position is going to be a dancer, which we'll try with and without a strap or scarf. Let's start by grounding your left foot. Bring your right knee to your chest and turn your palms to face away from your body. Kick your foot back, grab the inside of your arch, and when you found balance, bring your left arm into the air and kick your foot back into your palms, shine your heart. Bring your leg down, interlace your arms above your head, and bend to both sides. And we'll turn around to the other side, ground our right foot. Bring your left knee to your chest, turn your palms away from your body, and kick your foot back. Grab the inside of your arch. When you found balance, bring your right arm into the air. Kick your foot back into your palm and shine your heart. Then bring your leg down and your hands to your heart. And you can keep this up as long as you like. Now let's take the strap or the scarf and make a loop and bring it around your ankle. Grab the strap with both hands over your head and then walk your hands down the strap toward your foot. Kick your leg out and shine your heart. And then slowly release it using the strap. And we'll go on to the other side. And again, you can stay in this position as long as you like. Just pause and keep trying. Loop the scarf or strap around your ankle, grab it with both hands over your head, and walk your hands down the strap toward your foot, kicking your leg out and shining your heart. And then release. So we've done a bunch of heart openers today, really finding space. Now we're going to go back down and let's get our blocks again. This time bring one to your sacrum and the other below your head. And find the height that works for you best. You can really play with them You can have a block under your head. You might decide you don't want one under your head, and you can also change them and move them around during the process. Once there, reach your left leg into the air, deep flex in your foot. The pressure on your sacrum should be relaxing. Bend your knee and bring your foot almost to the ground. Right before you touch down, extend it back up in the air. Let's do this twice more, and then stand your foot back on the floor. Then bring your other leg into the air and bicycle it around 3 times. And set it down. Now bring both of your knees to your chest and walk both of them up to the sky. Deep flex in both of your feet. Bring your feet down, one at a time. Set them gently on the ground. Remove the block and bring your back to the floor. Hug your legs into your chest and rotate your knees first one way and then the other. Hug your legs into your chest. And then bring your feet back to the floor and put the block between your knees. Bring your legs up to a 90-degree angle and your hands out to a T, and then drop your knees to the left. Try maintaining the same distance between your knees and ankles. It's fine if your knees don't reach the ground, but try to keep both shoulder blades grounded. Bring your gaze to your right hand. Bring your knees to the other direction and your gaze to the opposite hand. Try maintaining the distance between your ankles, both shoulder blades on the ground. And then come back to center. Legs up straight, really stretch them. And then bend them down and bring them to the ground. Remove the block. And then windshield wiper your legs back and forth, bent knees. Really release the pressure in your lower back. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to go into Shavasana. Really relax here. Bring your pinky toes to the ground. The palms of your hands facing up, all 10 fingernails touching the floor. And we're going to go back to the breathing that we did at the beginning, but this time exhaling through your open mouth. Breathe into your stomach, your heart area, which worked really hard today, your throat, and your third eye, and exhale through your mouth. Hug your knees one last time into your chest, really deep, and then roll back and forth until you've come to seated. We'll do a few more cat-cows seated here. Just open your chest one last time and roll back. Release your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and come back to center. Take another really big, deep breath here and do a few more cat and cows while you're holding onto your knees. Inhale, up and out. And bring your hands over your head. Hands to your forehead. To your mouth. To your chest. To your stomach, your area of creativity. And up and open. Thank you so much for practicing with us today. I look forward to seeing you in Jerusalem soon.